Prophecy Bite 11, which is an overview of world history found in Daniel chapter 2. My name is Johan Pieters. It is the year 603 BC, and King Nebuchadnezzar had an important dream which he forgot. Daniel prays, and the Lord reveals the dream about a statue with the interpretation. Daniel tells the king that God reveals the secret to the king of what shall be in the latter days, and this secret is revealed to him not for any wisdom that he has, but for their sakes. That is for the sake of the people living in the latter days. So that is for us. The dream. It is a summary of the empires that will rule the Middle East. These are not the Chinese, Mughal or Inca empires, as these did not rule the Middle East and Jerusalem. So this is the dream. You, O king, saw a statue. His image head was of fine gold, and his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, and his legs of iron, and his feet of iron, and part of clay. And he said, Now you saw till a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. So this is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof to the king. He said, You, O king, are this head of gold. So Babylon was the head of gold. Gold was used in abundance in Babylon, so much so that they even paved the road to that temple with gold. And after you shall arise another kingdom that is inferior to you. So those are the two arms and chests of silver, which represent the dual empire of the Medes and Persians. Two arms are two empires joined together. The Medes had the mind and the Persians had the power. So after this another third kingdom, the belly and thighs of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Now this is Greece and Alexander the Great conquering. The Greek art, much of it is in brass. Also in that part of the body are the sexual parts and the solar plexus, which is the spiritual seat. Hence the Greek mythology and the wise man and also the sexual parts. The Greeks are known to have been sexually liberated. Next is the two legs of iron, which is the Roman Empire, which signifies the Roman Empire's marching all over Europe and North Africa. They marched literally thousands of miles, two legs, because Rome divided into East and West Rome. Kingdom shall be cruel as iron. So, the Romans were very cruel. They crucified people. Then we come to the feet. The feet and the toes are partly of iron and partly of clay. Clay is characterizing democracy, as we feel the individual particles in there. And iron, of course, stands for dictatorships. 2 feet is for a split world of East and West. The toes, the 10 toes, signify the 10 last kingdoms, or the 10 world regions which are soon to come. The dream ends with a stone which smote the image upon the feet. The statue crumbles to dust, which the wind blows away. The stone became a great mountain that filled the whole earth. Daniel interprets this as in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Daniel ends the dream with telling King Nebuchadnezzar, the dream is certain and the interpretation thereof is sure. Then King Nebuchadnezzar, he fell on his face and said, Truly, your God is the God of gods, Daniel. You see, history is like a train schedule. If you're on the right train, you know you've passed certain stations that you will come also to your end station. Well, we've passed all these stations of all these empires, and soon we'll come to the next station, which is the New World Order. And after that, ladies and gentlemen, the Lord will return and set up His kingdom, and that is our final destination. That is our end station. That is where we are going. In closing, Jesus mentions the stone in Matthew 21, where He says, Whosoever will fall upon the stone shall be broken, but on whoever it falls, it will grind him to powder. So may the Lord break and soften our hearts so we don't perish with a hardened statue of world history. See you next class.